We are live from New York City. The Beast is on the bench. Let me just text the link here to the customer, who will be the only one watching live in real time. And you are going to be watching in the future. Paste. Okay, the link went out. Now I can show you the Beast right here. It's a Kelly custom guitar made by, what's his name? Not Jack Kelly, Rick Kelly. Carmine Street Guitars, I think. Yeah. New York City, reclaimed wood. I believe so. The neck is not a Kelly neck. And we're doing a neck swap. So I think this is not a Kelly neck. I believe so, yeah. So neck swap. It's a Musicraft neck, quarter sawn. And we're also going to do a level crown and polish. I want to point out a few things here before we get started. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the strings are a bit, there's rust on the strings. Okay, so the strings should be changed more often. Okay, so that's one of the strings. And let's look at another one. Just why not? Maybe here on the treble side. Okay. So there's a little bit of rust on these strings. Like here you can see. Focus. Well, let's move the string up to focus better. Yeah, so there's a little bit of rust on those strings. This video is part one of a mod to this guitar. So we're going to be swapping the neck, but we're also going to do a level crown and polish. Not that the new neck needs it, but the customer wants me to lower the frets. Hold on, there's something here blocking. Yeah. So let's talk about that. The customer wants these frets to be 0.9 millimeters high. These frets, and to match the frets on this fretboard. So now we have okay, this camera here, but let me focus first. Let me set it up. And we need light. How about this light? Let's move it this way. A little more this way. Let's see, focus and all. raise the camera. Okay, That's live streaming, okay. Manual focus, okay, let's see. I want it to be in focus. Okay, now we can switch. Okay, so if we zero out this dial indicator on this board, we put this on 0. Okay, so now the plunger is aligned with these two little feet on a flat surface. Okay, it's zeroed. And then this fret here, okay, it's about 90, right, which means 0.9 millimeters, okay? Same thing on this fret. Same thing on this fret. Okay, I just wanted to settle properly on the fret. Okay, so this is what we see. As you can see, I can measure the frets on the fretboard simply by putting this dial indicator on top of the fret, but it needs to be zeroed out. The dial turns. We need to zero out the dial first. So now, let's put this guitar away for a minute. Right here. Let's have a look at the neck. The replacement neck, which is a Musicraft. So it's a fantastic neck. It doesn't need a level crown and polish, but the customer wants the frets to be lower. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna level the frets. Now I'm gonna have to reposition the camera. Let me tilt it a little bit. And make sure I'm in focus. Is this in focus? Yeah, okay. So, oops. So I have here the neck on the bench. I have, again, my dial indicator. And first I'm going to zero out, so I can turn this dial. I can zero out the dial, right? Well, it's right around there anyway, right? This turns. So wherever it's on the flat surface, we put this on 0, right? Okay, and now we measure the height of the fret, and it's 0. So we want it to be down to 90. 0, 0. Yeah, that's it. So these frets are completely level. This is a fantastic neck. Once again, it does not need any leveling, but the customer simply wants the frets to be slightly lower, and that's what we're going to do. That said, we need to remove this neck and put the new neck on this guitar first. So we are talking about 1/10 of a millimeter. Not much, but this is what the customer wants. So I've done a level crown and polish job, a few level crown and polish jobs for the same customer on a few of his guitars, and that's the height he wants, the magic number for him. All right. Here we're just going to. So it takes a little bit longer to do all the work when I'm live streaming. But here we are with the guitar on the bench. And now I'm going to remove the strings. These are 10s, 10 to 46. I don't believe these are the strings that I put on the guitar when I last worked on it. It's been a while, although the strings are a bit rusted, but I don't believe they are the same ones. Okay. Now let's remove the strings. Or maybe they are the same strings. I don't really know. It's not important. They're going to go. They're going to be obviously removed. So I'm not cutting off the strings just yet. Just want to maybe use them to restring the guitar once we put the new neck on, just for testing purposes and all, alignments and all. And here, now we remove the neck. Gonna remove this as well. So let me get all the tools that I need. 2 screwdrivers. I need the screw gun. So I start removing the neck by loosening the screws a little bit first, just like that. Okay, now that everything is loose, I can use the screw gun. Okay, I do not have an audience just yet. No problem. So the only person who will be watching live, maybe will be watching, would be the owner of this guitar. Anyone else can watch this in the future. How do we know it's a Kelly guitar? Well, this is one way to tell. It says Kelly right here. Kelly, made in USA. All right. I'll put the plate here. Oh, that's also a Musicraft neck. Yeah, I forgot about that. But we're swapping the neck. This one is not quarter sawn. Yeah. Musicraft. Yeah, by the way, I do recommend this company if you need a custom neck made to order. Musicraft. All right. You can just Google the name, easy to find. Excellent products, excellent service. A little bit of a wait time, just like here, because, you know, we're busy. It's reasonable. I'm going to put this over here. Roasted maple. The other one was not roasted. Let's check. Oh, I'm yawning. A truss rod. Yeah, works. Yeah, I believe I already checked this whole thing when the guitar was dropped off 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, it takes that long to put the guitar on the bench. Okay. Quarter sawn neck. Let's talk about this. The growth rings are going in this direction. Well, I think I need a little bit of light to show this. So once again, let's take this light. Throw some light on the subject. Yeah, I'll be. So you can see the growth rings from the top going up and down. Okay, I mean parallel to the skunk stripe, but here you can see if the growth rings are in fact going up and down. This camera is a little bit too close, it can't focus. So let's have a look at that. They're going up and down. So now, if these screws are too tight, it will split, okay, along the grain, simply. Just like the way wood splits when you hit it with an axe, okay? So with quarter sawn necks, it's super important that these holes are not too tight. And right now, I can feel this is too tight. This is too tight, definitely. The other neck was not quarter sawn, the one I just removed. Okay, so we can look at this neck and compare. Okay, right there, we're focused. So these growth rings are going in this direction. So if these screw holes, if these screws are too tight, it's far less likely to split along the grain. But if there was a hole here, then it would split if it was too tight. I hope this makes sense. So this is the first thing we need to do. We need to adjust those holes. They're too tight. So maybe that's something that Musicraft improve on, but I think that it's better to make the holes tighter, and a competent technician should know to make them just right. But if you want to save some money and you let a handyman work on your guitar, well, that might cost you. So here I have a set of, these are fractional. These are fractional drill bits. Like that. Okay, and first we are going to use a drill bit to find out what is the diameter of these holes. I am going to start with this one, number 32. Let's see, it's kind of loose. And this one, 31, is kind of loose. Number 30, that no longer fits. So that's the first one that I will use to enlarge the holes. But we need to know how deep to drill. So it's easy to find out. Just put I'll just put a couple of screws like this just to hold the plate. I need to take a measurement. How should I do this? Let me grab a little plate. See, normally I would not worry about camera angles and all that. So this is what I'm doing. I just put a plate here so these screws stay put. Flip it around. And I need to put another plate here just to make sure that the body is level. Same thickness plate, obviously. Just like that. Okay. So now I have these screws here. Okay. And that's how deep the holes need to go. So just for fun, let's see. Okay, so that's the depth of the hole. I'm going to do a depth stop. So now let's take this drill bit that fits inside. This is where it fits. If I take maybe a caliper, no, not a caliper. I'll take needle nose pliers. How about that? Okay. And now I will pull out this drill bit, so it's all the way to the bottom. I will pull it out. So this is how deep it went, and that's not even deep enough for these, right? It's a little bit short. Okay, so definitely that's another reason why we need to drill. Let's put this back. I worked on a bass mod recently. It was the same situation. So, and I forgot which drill bit I used. I guess I could watch the live stream. But yeah, we did manage to get it right. Here we do this. You know, that's a number 30, which is 0.128 inches. I think I can confidently take the bigger one, next size, which is 0.136. This way we save time. Okay. So this is how deep we want to go. We don't want to go much deeper than this. Now let's make sure that that's not too deep. So when I place the tape here, it goes this deep. All right. So we could go a little bit deeper safely. Maybe this would be a good depth. Okay. And it's still not too deep. Now, I just want to wrap it this way. That's the depth stop. Okay. Adjust torque. And that's it. Let's do some drilling. Let me put my expensive tools away. All the tools here are expensive. Well, maybe not this, but yeah. I only have expensive tools. Okay. Go backwards a little bit first, and now drill. Okay. This now hit the bottom. Okay. So we're missing some depth here. You know, I feel that I could put a paper towel here to catch the like that. All right, how about that? Okay. Okay. This is it. Well, now we need to clean up and then try to drive a screw into the hole. So I don't want to test near the edge. I'm going to test here or here, right? Because again, chances of splitting are lesser with these two holes. Well, this feels pretty good already. Okay, so now I do want to know if that's the right depth. How can we measure that? In many different ways. Maybe I can remove these screws now. Okay. And now I can place this here. And I can see that it is, in fact, deep enough. Okay. I can see this. So we're lucky. This time, I got it all done quickly. Quicker than on the previous project, which was a P-base. I don't want to use, I only want to use a hand tool for this, right? One thing that I do want to do is use a countersink. Okay, so this removes this edge a little bit. I can go backwards first on all of them. This is something that they don't even do at the factories, but I do it when I remove a neck off of a bolt-on, when I remove a bolt-on neck off of a guitar or a bass. I always do that. Okay. So I am, you know, just double checking everything before I do anything crazy. So the depth is good on all of them. So now this one has threads cut on the side wall, because I did screw in a screw. So I don't want to damage those threads. All right. Let's do this. It's important to use a hand tool. Because I really want to feel that it's not too tight, okay? Although there's nothing stopping me from using the power tool to remove the screw, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, I can even see that they're both at the same height. Looks good. Now I can remove both of them. all the prep work. I'm done with all the prep work on the heel of the neck. That's all good. Yeah. We no longer need this. This is a great set of drill bits. All of the drill bit sizes are here in this box. I have every drill size. I wish I had a metric one as well, but you know, it's very close, especially for wood. It's perfectly fine if I use only the imperial size one. Okay. Let's clean up a little bit. Guitar Quackery is an environmentally friendly company. For real, it's not just what I say is what I practice. So this will be reused, this napkin. Okay, I'll reuse this napkin. And that's it. That's what I wanted to say. It's still useful. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be using these at all, right? But at least I try to reuse them. Let's put this away. Now we need to mount the neck. So it's a heel adjustment. I want to have a look at the topography, if there's already a relief or not when the truss rod is loose. It's loose. So there's a little bit of a relief. That's why when I put this here, it's flexing in the middle, okay? Same thing on the two sides, same thing in the middle. So we do want to crank it up a little bit, right? So when the guitar goes on the neck jig, it's going to go on the neck jig for a level crown and polish job. We adjust it to string tension, but I'll be honest with you, I cannot do it with a heel truss rod adjustment. I can do it on a telly because you remove the plate, you can access it, but when you have to just remove the neck all the time, it's impossible. So what I do is I do an adjustment like this. And that'll be that. Okay. I think we're good. Let's put the neck on the guitar. There's a Kelly stamp here as well, all right, by the way, and RK, Rick Kelly initials, okay. I wish the neck pocket was tighter, but it is what it is. That's how the guitar was made. That's how the body was made. Now, this is a very important detail here. We don't just start tightening these screws, okay? We want to make sure that threads hit the same spots where the screws were threading into the wood earlier. So we go backwards first until it clicks. That's it. And now we start tightening it, same on this one. Click. 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 You can even see how it, let's go this direction. Click, right? It just sinks in a little bit. It just drops. I don't want to use a power tool to tighten these screws. I want to feel every turn. Okay, now before I tighten them all the way, I want to check something. So here, I know exactly where it hits the saddle, and I want to see if same thing happens on the other side. Yes, it does. Okay, so the alignment of the neck is good. Now I can tighten the neck. Okay. Okay, that's that. I am going to wrap it up now. This was part 1 of this series. And I'm going to put the guitar on the neck jig, and then we are going to do a full level crown polish on the neck jig. I'm not sure if I'll do the polishing on the jig. I got to think about it. But level crown polish is the next step of this project. Thank you for watching. By the way, this is Guitar Quackery Live, not to be confused with Guitar Quackery without the word live in it. Those are two separate channels. If you like live streams, feel free to subscribe to this channel. By the way, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you prefer long form edited content, then subscribe to Guitar Quackery without the word live in it. Again, separate channel. And if you like both, subscribe to both. This is why I keep them separate, because people like either one type of content, or if people like both, they are free to subscribe to both. No problem, right? Doesn't cost anything. Thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, there are some links downstairs to support this channel and to support the other Guitar Quackery channel. There's a link to buy me a coffee. Thank you. And there's a link to buy Guitar Quackery merch. Well, not this shirt, but some other merch. And yeah, Patreon and some other links. So just check out the links, and feel free to click on them and follow the wherever they take you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon.